CVP analysis we have already done this. Then we are doing some. I asked you to do these past papers. Then we'll check the answers. This is 2014. 2014 advanced level CVP question. This had been tested as the part B of question 5. Right. A company has undertaken to introduce and sell a new product at a trade exhibition to be held for 10 days. The product is provided to the company by its supplier at a cost of rupees 4,500 per unit. Although a unit of this product is expected to be sold at the price of rupees 8,000, a 20% discount on this price will be offered at the exhibition. The expected costs are as follows. Description, and you are given the cost, and there are requirements. Usually what I do is in CVP analysis, right? Anyway, we have to calculate these. Total fixed cost, variable cost per unit, and income. පුරුද්දක් විදියට මේක කරගන්න. මොකද මේක නැතුව කිසිම ඔයාලා දාන අර ෆෝමියුලා එකක් ඇප්ලයි කරගන්න බෑනේ. You want the total fixed cost, variable cost per unit and income. And මේ මත අහගන්න. මේ වගේ ගානකදී ඉස්සෙල්ලා බලන්න ඕනේ what is the cost unit or the cost object. මේකේ cost object එක තමයි product, one product. One product එකකට හදන්න යනවා. අනිත් එක මේකේ මතක තියාගන්න when you calculate the fixed cost they are going to sell the product in an exhibition, right? And they want to do this sale in a stall, and the exhibition runs for how many days? 10 days. There are fixed costs කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? Costs which do not change based on the product. You have to initially decide what is the cost. Anyway, you have to calculate the cost for 10 days. දවස් 10ක cost එක ඉස්සෙල්ලා හොයලා දාන්න පැත්තකට. මෙමය මෙතන variable cost කියන්නේ මොකක්ද දන්නවද? sell කරන හැම product එකකටම වෙනස් වෙනවා නම් cost එකක් it's a variable cost. sell කරන units වලට depend වෙන්නේ නැත්නම් cost එකක් it's a fixed cost. මේක සමහර ළමයි මේ විදිහට stall එක දවස් 10 දවසකට 50යි දවස් 10ට 500 එනම් variable එහෙම නැහැ. This is here the capacity level is decided for how many days? 10 days in an exhibition, and which is there are two helpers, right? And there's a story behind this. We will read this. මේ බලන්න. මේක කියනවා this product is provided to the company by its suppliers at a cost of 4,500. Each and every item we have to purchase at how much? 4,500. So that 4,500 is a variable cost. This is the purchasing price. Right? If you supposed to sell one item, you have to buy that. If you supposed to sell two items, you have to buy two items. So that way. Although the unit price of this item is expected to be sold at 8,000, 20% discount on price will be given. Income එක ගන්න වෙන්නේ 8,000 minus 20% trade discount. ඒ කියන්නේ 1,600 මේකෙන් අඩු වෙනවා. එතකොට මෙයාලගේ income එක වෙන්නේ 6,400. හරිද? ඊට පස්සේ කියනවා other details. Rent for the stall. Stall එකේ rent එක is a fixed cost. Rent එක ගන්න 40,000 total fixed cost වලට. Printing cost of leaflets. කොහොමද අපි sell කළාද print cost එක අයවල තියනවම තමයි. Allowance to the manager of the stall. the manager කොහොමදත් අපි 25,000 pay කරන්න වෙනවා. Allowance to sales assistants per day 1,000. Two sales assistants will be recruited for the period. හතර ගන්න. මේ විතරක් එපා. එක sales assistant කෙනෙකුට 1,000 දෙන්නට 2,000 10 days වලට 20,000 එනම් variable එහෙම වෙන්නේ නැහැ. sales assistants ලා නෝ dependent cost එක නෙමෙයි මෙතන variable කියන්නේ. sell කරන units ගන්නවා dependent cost එක. අන්න එක තමයි තේරුම් ගන්න. sell කරන units ගන්න වැඩි වෙන්න cost එකක් වැඩි වෙනවා නම් variable cost එක. sales assistant ලා කියන්නේ sell කළත් නැතත් we want sales assistant for 10 days, right? Per day per assistant we pay 1,000. For two assistants we are required to pay 2,000. For 10 days you have to pay 20,000. Right? The amount paid to sales assistants 20,000 is a fixed cost. Sales assistants payment fixed cost. price of a cup gifted with every unit of the period sold 100. For each and every item, we have to pay rupees 100 for the cup. For each and every item we sell, we have to pay. We have to give it. We have to donate that, right? We have to freely distribute that. Right? Just as we give a mug, right? Something like this. So these are the costs given. The total cost of this activity is 9,000. Variable cost is 4,600. Income is 6,400. So once you calculated these details, from that point onwards, it's easy. Then you have to use the simple formulas, right? I think we discussed everything, right? Total fixed cost of the activity. Answer to the first question. This is unit to be sold to cover the total cost. That is nothing but the break-even point. Fixed cost divided by contribution, right? Here the fixed cost 9,000. Contribution is selling price minus variable cost. This minus this. So the 6,400 minus 4,600 is 1,800. Divide this by 1,800. Answer is 50 items. Right? Then units to be sold to earn a profit of 270. To earn a profit, sales quantity equals fixed cost plus profit divided by contribution. Here the fixed cost to cover 90,000, profit to earn 270,000, contribution per unit 1,800. 200, right? 200 units. Correct? Is it? Then, fourth one, profit earned at 100 units of sales when 10% commission on the selling price is paid to the manager for every unit sold in addition to the allowance paid to the manager. Manager ने given allowance එකට අමතරව sell කරන හැම unit එකකින්ම 10% commission එකක් දෙනවා. එතකොට මේ හිතන්න වෙනවා මේ. දැනට අපි හැම unit එකක්ම sell කරන්නේ 6,400. හැම unit එකක්ම දැනට sell කරන්නේ 6,400. හරිද? මේ දින අපේ sales. අපේ sales income එක අපිට තියෙන්නේ 6,400. දැනට තියෙන variable cost එක අපිට 4,600. මේකට තව variable cost එකක් add වෙනවා මේකෙන් 10%. ඒකට කියන්නේ 640. ඔය කියන විදිහට අපේ variable cost එක increase වෙනවා. For each and every item we have to pay this commission. Now the new variable cost will be 5,240. New contribution is only 1,160. Right? Now you are asked to calculate the profit at 100 units. When you are selling 100 units, your income, straight away take your contribution. 1,160 into 100, 116,000. Contribution minus fixed cost equals to profit. So that is the easiest way to calculate the profit. Contribution minus fixed cost. Sales minus variable cost is contribution. Contribution minus fixed cost is profit. Making fixed cost fixed cost doesn't change 9,000. Your new profit is 26,000. New profit is 26,000. Hari karke dosto. Hari. Sorry. The next, I will discuss 2016 advanced level, right? CVP question of 2016. This is question 5 part B again. Given for 10 marks. Again 2016 වල 10 marks කියලා කියන්නේ දැන් විදිහට 20 marks. 2020 වලින් පස්සේ තමයි අර out of 200 දෙන්න ගත්තා. ඊට කලින් out of 100. 20 marks question එක. හරි බලන්න. හරිද? Shall we start? A teachers welfare society of a school is organizing a get together for its members Its membership consists of 120 teachers presently in service and 30 retired teachers. The following expenses have been estimated for this event: refreshments, souvenir, gift pack, hotel charges, hall decorations, sound systems, hire charges, event organizing expenses. The society intends to sell tickets to all teachers participating in the event, including the retired teachers. A ticket is priced at ₹3,000. The surplus money will be used for charity. Then there are required things. Right? As a habit, what I do is I do the same. හැමදාම මම ගන්න හදන්නේ ඔය විදිහට මම ලොකුවට තව කියවන්න කලින් කොහොම කළත් මම දන්නවා මට මේකේ TFC ඕනිමයි. Variable cost per unit මට ඕනිමයි. Income එකක් මට ඕනිමයි. ඔයාලත් මේ ගන්න හදද්දි මම ඉතින් හදවනවා කියමක් නැහැ. ඕනරට තමන්ගේ මෙතෙන්ට එකට යන්න. මොකද ඔය ටික නැතුව කිසිම අපි දන්න අර ෆෝමියුලා එකකට ඇප්ලයි කරන්න බෑ. මම ඊළඟට මොකද හිතන්නේ? What is the cost object of this? It's a teacher. එහෙනම් මේකේ එක ටීචර් කෙනෙක් පාර්ටිසිපේට් කරනකොට cost එක වැඩි වෙනවා නම් ඒක variable cost එක. පාර්ටිසිපේට් කරන ටීචර්ස්ලා එක්කෙනෙක් හරි අඩු වෙනකොට අඩු කරන්න පුළුවන් cost එක variable cost එක. Without irrespective the number of teachers, if there is a cost which is fixed, which remains unchanged, it's a fixed cost. So that is how I design this. I don't take those seriously. I just read this and understand. මොනවද නිකන් එන්න පැනික් කරලා කියවන්න බෑ. හරි දැන් මෙහෙම කියනවා මේක ඉන්නවා normally වැඩ කරන ටීචර්ස්ලා 120ක් සහ retired ටීචර්ස්ලා 30ක්. Refreshments per member. Refreshment ටීචර්ස්ලා આવුත් දෙන්නේ අපි කියමු. That's a variable cost. 100 refreshment. 1,100. Souvenir 225. Gift pack 775. Hotel charges fixed cost 35,000. Hall decorations 5,000. Sound system 2,000. Event organizing expenses 3,000. The society intends to sell tickets to all teachers participating in the event, including the retired teachers. The ticket is priced at 30,000. Income is 3,000, not 30, 3,000. This is my income ticket price. That's all as I feel. Then maybe fixed cost on all like that though. 45,000. Variable cost it got though. 2,100. Income is 3,000. Then the first question, contribution per teacher. Contribution per teacher, contribution equals selling price minus variable. This is selling price is income, right? Income is 3,000. Variable cost per teacher 2,100. Then the contribution is 900 per teacher. Okay. Number 2. The number of teachers required to attend to cover the total cost, that is break-even point. Break-even point equals fixed cost divided by contribution. Here the fixed cost is 45,000. Contribution per teacher is 900. 50 teachers should participate to cover the cost. Okay. Third one, the amount of money to be donated for charity if all teachers participate. All teachers are 120 plus 30. All teachers how much? 150, right? If all 150 teachers participate, their contribution will be 150 into 900. In case all teachers participate, they will get a contribution of 135,000. From this, they will have to cover the fixed cost. From the contribution, they have to cover the fixed cost only, that is 45,000. In case all teachers participate, they can contribute 90,000 for charity. This is the profit actually. Charity advance. Asli. Can profit එක හන්නේ. මම profit එක හොයද්දී පොඩි අමුතු විදිහට හදන්න ඕනේ. ඒක ලේසි විදිහට කියලා තේරෙන්නේ. මම always how to calculate profit. Contribution minus fixed cost. ඔයාලා මේක තව ක්‍රමවලට හදන්න දෙක වර formulas apply කරලා යන්න දෙන්න. හරි. නැත්නම් අනිත් formula එකට යන්න දෙන්න. මොකක්ද? Margin of safety into contribution per unit. මම එතන recommend කරන්නේ you can use that, but in case the contribution or something changes, with that final answer will be affected. So the easiest thing, ensure you won't make any mistake if you use this. ඕන වෙලාවක profit එක හොයන්නකෝ contribution minus fixed cost. ඒක ලේසි වරදිනවා හරි අඩුයි. Contribution minus fixed cost is the profit. Right. Fourth. Other. The number of teachers required to attend in order to donate to 27,000 for charity. Right? They want to earn a profit. To get a profit, quantity required, fixed cost plus profit divided by contribution. They have to cover 90,000 as the fixed cost. In addition to that, they want 27,000 for charity. Contribution per teacher is 900. 40. Yes. ये मतलब ना ले आगे बढ़ो 130
Fixed cost is what?
Is it 80? 8, sorry. 8 teachers should participate in the function. Right, get with it. Listen. Number 5. Question number 5 is the lowest price at which a ticket can be sold if all teachers participate. Lowest price at which a ticket can be sold if all teachers participate. Teachers lo ඔක්කොම participate කළොත්. If all teachers participate, make a break even point now. Break even point equals fixed cost divided by contribution. If all teachers participate, they want to break even with how many teachers? 150 teachers. Then if all teachers participating, anyway our fixed cost stays at 45,000, that's right, that's 45,000. If it's so, our contribution should be how much? Only this divided by this, 300. Okay? Then, income minus variable cost equals to contribution. You want a contribution of 300 only. Your variable cost is 2,100. Do an upward calculation here to here. Then, if you get 2,400, with that you will be breaking. Hadi, can I get to learn amount here? 2,400. Is it? Hadi, get that to sometimes किसी भी variable का है ना complex formulas है ना. You have to always use the simple formulas. The last part of this, 6th one. Part 6. Okay? And the number of tickets to be sold to cover the total cost. If retired teachers need not buy tickets and 24 of them are expected to attend. Now the retired teachers are get 24 in all way. Have you? Yeah, sali given no? No. मैं हिता नहीं मैं आने की धन का दिया ना fixed cost rate किया 45,000. Retired teachers लगे 24 teachers है यार ना देखते हैं fixed cost rate 45,000. Then retired teacher කෙනෙකුට හැම retired teacher කෙනෙක්ගේ කව වෙන්න ඕනේ දෙයක variable cost. Fixed cost is already there. Right, from each and every retired teacher, if they're supposed to participate for this get together, we have to cover even the variable cost of each retired teacher. Right, the variable cost of a teacher is 2,100. Therefore, if 2,100 teachers supposed to participate in this event, if 24 teachers supposed to participate, from each we have to cover 2,100. How much is this? Yes. Now this 50,400 also would become the fixed cost for others. Thank you. Either Anit Katti, May 45,000 they are not. Retired teachers are the variable cost එක තනින් තමයි කරන්නේ. හොඳද? In this case, the variable cost of 24 retired teachers would become a fixed cost for others. එතන යාර 24 එනවනේ. එතන යාලගේ සල්ලි ගන්න නැහැ. එතන ඒ cost එක මොකද වෙන්නේ? This will be an extra burden on others. අනිත් අය එතන 45,000 උත් cover කරගෙන retired teachers ලාගෙන් යන 24 දෙනාගේ variable cost එකත් එයාලා ගැතින් cover කරනවා. අතන ඒක තවදුරටත් variable ද fixed. Now it's fixed. They have to cover this. Now the fixed cost will be changed at 95,000. This is the new fixed cost. एक एयररोल वाला हम देखो वेनस में जाते हैं क्या होता है? क्या होता है? Number of tickets to be sold. Then tickets क्या sell कराना होता है? क्या break even में होना है? So how the cost is? Yeah. Fixed cost divided by contribution. 95,400 divided by contribution is anyway 90. හරි කෙනෙක් කරනවා සර්. good. මේක වෙන විදිහකට හදලා වෙන ආන්සර් එකක් හදමු කියන එකද සර්? ඉතින් වෙන විදිහකට හදලා වෙන ආන්සර් එකක් තමයි එන්නේ. But I don't think any extra answer is right. This is 2020 advanced level. Question number 6. Part C. 2020 කාලේ කියන්නේ කොවිඩ් කාලේ. මේ ගානේ මේ පේපර් එකේ වැලියුව දෙන්නේ කොවිඩ්. මේකත් කොවිඩ්. මේක තමයි කරන්නේ කොවිඩ් සීන් එකක්. පරිස්සමෙන් හදන්න. COVID-19. හරි. හරි. A welfare society has decided to print a handbook containing advices to protect from COVID-19 virus. It is expected to distribute this handbook free of charge to persons in quarantine centers with a pair of gloves and a face mask. A soap manufacturing company has agreed to provide a sponsorship of rupees 1,500 for each beneficiary participant in this program. The estimated cost of these programs are given. They are given some details required. They are anyway without reading this. I don't ask you to answer without reading, but I personally know when it comes to this question. Anyway, when you get an idea, what is the cost object of this? One participant who gets the medical treatment in a quarantine center. Understand, right? The cost which depends, which goes up and down based on one patient or the person, those who are in the quarantine center, is a variable cost. But the cost, irrespective of the number of people, those who are in quarantine centers, you can take fixed cost. Understand? Then I want fixed cost, the DFC, variable cost per unit, and income. I'll read this again. And it says a soap manufacturing company has agreed to provide a sponsorship of 1,500 for each beneficiary participates in this program. What is that? In this case, we cannot sell those things. from the people, those who are they are in the quarantine centers, we are not going to get any money. Instead of them, we are going to get that money from a soap manufacturing company as a sponsorship. Therefore, this is nothing but the income. Right? Income of this event is 1,500. This is the sponsorship of soap manufacturer. Then, advising fee of doctors for the preparation of the handbook, right? So the advice of the doctors won't depend on the books, right? Whatever the advice which we can print on even thousands or millions of books, no problem, right? Then you have to just take this 30,000 fixed cost. That is advising. Printing cost per handbook 700 per book. Printing cost. Editing cost of the handbook. The editing cost. We are not going to edit book to book, right? We have just prepare everything and do the editing part and print it. Understand? Editing is a fixed cost. Editing 25,000. Cost of writing a chapter. The book consists of 7 chapters. Like a chapter is 10,000 and chapter is 70,000 fixed cost. Chapters. Chapter close. Then cost of drawing pictures of the handbook 10,000. You have to draw anyway pictures. Typing cost per page. The total number of pages of the handbook 50. 15 to 300, 15,000. Right? Don't take this as a variable. Maybe මොකක්ද එක වීඩියෝකට 300 ගාන පිටු 50යි pages ගාන නෝ වෙනස් වෙනව නෑ නේද අපි දෙක. Here the cost of object is not a page. Anyway you have to type everything first. Right? Take this 15,000 as typing cost. Cost of a pair of gloves 100. It's a variable cost. Pair of gloves. Cost of a face mask 200. That's what I did. Actually, the very total. This is total fixed cost 150,000. Variable cost is 1,000. Income is 1,500. එතනින් පටන් ගන්න. දැන් බලන්න questions. බලන්න සමහරව උත්තර වෙලා ඉවරයි. Fixed cost and the variable cost per beneficiary. Right? Answer for the part 1. This and this. Next. To cover the total cost of this program, the expected number of beneficiaries, the expected sponsorship from the soap manufacturing company, the expected or what they are asking. Break-even point units and amount. Here the sponsorship is what? That is the income. For the second question, break-even point fixed cost divided by contribution 150,000 divided by contribution by unit. This minus this 500. There should be 300 beneficiaries, right? And this is part 1. Part 2 of that, 300 beneficiaries. From each, we charge 1,500 from the soft manufacturing company as the sponsorship. Then 450,000. This is in rupees. This is the required sponsorship from the soft manufacturing company. Third one. The expected number of beneficiaries to obtain a surplus of 100,000 is nothing but what? They want to get a profit. To get a profit, expected beneficiaries equal fixed cost plus profit divided by contribution. Fixed cost is 150,000 and they expect a surplus of 100,000. We are going to cover this by 500 as the contribution. Should be 500 beneficiaries. Fourth one. If a sponsorship of 900,000 is provided for this program by the soft manufacturing company, the surplus that could be obtained, they are asking you to calculate the profit, right? then income is 900,000. You have to just calculate to get this 900,000 income. How many beneficiaries should be there? Right, for each beneficiary they pay 1,500. I will divide this 900,000 by 1,500 to calculate the number of beneficiaries. 900,000, 1,500 bedano. Here then also 600. Then they expect 600 beneficiaries. Understand? This minus variable cost. For 600 beneficiaries, we pay a variable cost of 1,000. That is 600,000. Where the contribution is 300,000. This minus fixed cost. Fixed cost is 150,000. Surplus is 110,000. Correct. Understood? Very I will play. I can leave This is not CVP analysis, this is investment appraisal. Advanced level 2021. Question 4 part A. Gamage PLC is considering to acquire a high performing machine to produce electronic items to the local market. The estimated price of the machine is 6,500. Further, the transportation cost and installation cost of this machine have been estimated as rupees 50,000 and rupees 200,000 respectively. The useful life of the machine is estimated as 6 years. Right? Anyway, you have to first calculate the cash flows starting from year 0 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number of years. They start this with the estimated price of the machine is 6,500. Cost is 6,500 in year 0. You have to pay this. Transportation cost is 50. Installation 200. Useful life 6 years. Working capital requirement 550. Working capital 550. Initially you have to invest. At the end of the project you can take. Explain like detail. It was said. It can be recovered at the last. The residual value of the machine at the end of the project is estimated at 750. That is the residual value of the machine is 750. You will get it. The expected annual profit after tax and the discount factor given. Remember, here is the problem. Don't take the profit. We want the cash flows, right? We want not the profit. We want net cash flow. How to take this? Net profit plus depreciation. That's the problem. You are given the profit. You want profit to cash flow. At the very first day, initially I discussed income. So the receipts minus payment equals to net cash. That minus depreciation equals to net profit. Here the net profit is given. How to convert profit into cash? That plus depreciation. Make it here. Annual profit after tax. We don't want the profit. We want the cash flow. Then depreciation cost is 6,500 now. Transportation is 50 now. Installation 200 now. LK 16 take the total cost. 6,750 the cost. Minus scrap value 750. Divide this by 6. Annual depreciation is 1,000. Understand? Take this 1,000. At this 1,000 back, 550 plus 1,000, 1,550. 1,800. 1,950. 2,250. 2,050. 1,750. Correct? How done? These are the cash flows. Method another. 7,300 minus 1,550, 1,800, 1,950, 2,250, 2,050, 3,050. This into the discount factor. This is 12% discount factor. At year 0 it's 1.89, 0.79, 0.71, 0.64, 0.57, 0.51. Right? Multiply and take the answer. This year 0, 7,300 minus here
1,379.
here
1,420.
22. Etna?
1,384.5.
Here
1,440.
alright
440.
1,440. Etna?
1,168.5. 1,555.5.
NPVs
1,050.
1,050. Clear doubt, right? Project is viable as NPV is positive. That is the final recommendation. Project is accepted as NPV is positive. Many of you.